So I would like to do what the youth call story time. I would like to tell a story about something that happened to me last night. I can't figure out if my hair looks better down or pulled up. Don't these are the injuries from the curling wand incident. If someone could please let me know if I look better with my hair down or up, like I would really appreciate that. Anyway, so I am pushing 40 really hard. And so that means I'm on Facebook dating. I'm not on Tinder because I got banned from life for Tinder for getting into a bar fight with my date. My friend Diego knows all about that. He kind of rescued me from it. Anyway, and then Plenty of Fish is for plenty of. That's what that's all for. eHarmony, that's just sad. Farmers only. Cotton farmers have the littlest ever. I've only been with one, but I'm assuming that goes for them all. Anyway, so I'm on Facebook dating, and I am like on the phone, we're planning our date. And I was like, I love Italian food. There's this really great Italian food restaurant in the Riverwalk. I love it. I love like this dish. It has these really cool mushrooms that are super cool. And he was like, how about Chili's? And I was like, okay, that's fine. Maybe he doesn't want to spend that kind of money on the first date, you know. I get that. Like, you don't want to. I probably shouldn't have even suggested that restaurant. I just like that restaurant. But anyway, I'm like, okay, we can go to Chili's. I mean, I've asked dates to take me to IHOP before, so whatever. Oh, and then I said, hey, is there a Cheesecake Factory here? Because I've always wanted to go to a Cheesecake Factory. And he said that it's overpriced and really gross. So I was like, okay, I trust you. Why would I trust him? I don't know him. Anyway, we get to the date. He is 6'5", he is attractive, you know, he looks good. And he tells me, wow, you're so much prettier than your pictures. And that is the exact same thing my ex-husband Justin told me, but that's a Jessica issue, not a him issue. So I was just like, thank you. And we're looking at the menu, and I see this dessert. It's like a cheesecake, and it has like a scoop of ice cream on it. And you know how at Dairy Queen, how you can get that like hardened chocolate over your ice cream? And I commented, I said, oh wow, that looks so good. I would love to try that. Kind of, you know, saying like, hey, at the end of dinner, can we please split this? Or I should have just been upfront and said that, but I didn't. I said, oh wow, that looks really good. I would really like to try that. I would really like to have that. Go away notifications. We when I say we're talking, I wasn't talking. It was all him. He ordered the appetizer. He did not ask me what I wanted. He just ordered for us, whatever. And then the rest of the date is only about him. Like, he did not ask me a single question about myself. He didn't ask me about my job, about my hobbies, my interests, how I grew up, my siblings. Absolute, like, he did not show any interest in me whatsoever, other than I was just someone he was talking to. And that got old real quick. Like, usually with men, especially on a first date, I try to give some grace. Like, when they're nervous, you know, I really try to help them not feel nervous, because a lot of people do get nervous on first dates. And, you know, if they say something stupid, you know, it's nerve-wracking. It's a hard experience already. So I'm very graceful, you know, if they say a bad joke, or, you know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I try not to judge too harshly. I try not to judge harshly ever in life. but I still am just so judgmental anyway, but I try not to be. But anyway, so I'm trying to like not judge it, but like our food gets there and he's still doing this. He's just, I have, like over the dinner, I learned absolutely everything there was to know about this man. Everything. From the day he was born up until our dinner. And he had no idea anything about me, like whatsoever. And then whenever the waitress came at the end of the meal and said, "Would you like any dessert?" I gave him that look like, yeah, I want that. And he said, "No thanks, we'll take the bill." I was like, phooey. And then I was like, I should order the dessert just for myself. But I was like, Jessica, just, if you need it that bad, come back when he's gone and get it, whatever. And then, so he did have the chivalry to walk me to my car. So he walks me to my car and he leans in for a kiss, and I was like, I did that. And he was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, I don't kiss on the first date. Like, I don't kiss men on the first date." And then he said something that I found incredibly distasteful. He said, "You act," I don't know what's allowed on different platforms. He said, "You act like I'm trying to eat," and then the letter U, and then "get out of here. Trying to eat you out." And I was like, I can't believe you just said that to me. Like, I'm telling you, like, that's a boundary I have. I think it's a good one. Like, I don't think a first date warrants a kiss. A kiss is for people who feel romantic feelings for one another. How could you possibly have that on the first date? You could develop that over like the second and the third date, sure. But like, we just had a dinner where all we did was talk about, I'm not even gonna say we, where all you did was talk about yourself, and the dessert that you knew I wanted, you didn't get. And you just weren't a very pleasant date. Why would I kiss you? Like, it is a, dating in your late 30s and going into 40s is so wild. And you know what? I told myself, I was like, I will not go 50 and above. I am not old enough, you guys, to date 50 and above. But at this point, if a nice 51-year-old, 52 or 3-year-old, no older than 55 years old, were to come around and he was a nice man and a good man and considerate and just a decent human being, I might think about it. I mean, I really might. I'll be 40 in November, so like I've dated like my son's dad was like 15 years older than me, but I was 18 then. And also he told us he was 26, but he was really in his mid 30s. That doesn't count. I was conned. Ugh, it was a disaster. But anyway, I just thought that was, also I wanted to use this ring light that my roommate Manny got me. Thanks, Manny. I think it's working pretty great. But that's my story time about my date at Chili's with a man named James. And you know what? James is my favorite man name. And he doesn't deserve to be named James.